Blah.
Let's see.
Ha
Tell me if that works. I think that's it. So we might have to work this thing here out because I'm back to okay. You know I got all these devices right because I'm trying to perfect how we gonna do what we does. All right. And so when we did it last week, I was using this. And so I had to do it differently. When I originally did it on week one, I did it from my other device. So I knew what I had to do there, but then I got it backwards this time. So just FYI, we are officially on Clubhouse. And we're on Clubhouse because, as you all know, as is life, we want to expand our audience. So we want to take a moment and just say, welcome to Clubhouse.
Welcome.
So as people may, begin to understand that we do exist and they come into Clubhouse, they're going to be here.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, I think I can turn some things off. I just want to make sure I'm doing things certain ways so that, at least what they can do is listen to us and to find us, they can follow the link that is in the bio, which will take them to our Instagram page. And when they get to the Instagram page, first of all, subscribe. Okay. I'm just saying follow. However, there is a link in the bio there as well, because one thing leads you to the next level. I know it's a lot of clickety clicks, but unfortunately, with each platform, there's different ways of doing things, and so there's no direct link. So we have to take you from one place to the next level. And with that being said, in Clubhouse, there will be a link that can bring you to the Facebook Live. Otherwise, you're more than welcome to sit back and enjoy us here just on the live version audio platform. Okay, cool. So I just want to get through some of those technical preliminaries so everybody know what's going on, what's happening. So we're gonna keep our fingers crossed that we don't have any of the computer love or anything that goes in and out. So we're gonna keep on pushing because greatness is upon us, and I see great things on the horizon for sipping and conversations. Okay, so that's what I'm saying, and y'all, thank y'all for tuning in. You feel what I'm saying? So thank you, Tiffany, for bringing that to my attention. What's good, Ashley? You know what I mean? What is that? Oh, we got the heater. I don't know. It's all kind of stuff going on, but it's all good. But anyway, hello, YouTube. Hey.
What's good with you?
And absolutely, we love you, Facebook, because that is our original platform, and so we're just here, just being great. Like I said, the word tonight is be great.
Well, you doing all this talking, man. What y'all sipping on out there?
Yes.
I mean, take a sip, baby. Swig it.
I was supposed to have it with two hands, but I was like,
So let me go ahead and let you know.
I don't know what he made me, and I'm drinking it.
I want to call it. I want to call it the mango tango with the lemon in it. Mango tango with the lemon in it.
I will go call it sunshine.
You can do that too. You can do that too. All things to the creator as we created right here, right now.
All right.
What it got in it is it got a little vodka. Okay. You got a little lime.
My favorite vodka on top of that.
Lime. Little mango tango.
Lemon, juice. Not lime.
Or lemon, yeah. And some
it's in the same citrus family.
Yeah. And then I got some mango with that. Flat out.
Add out.
And it tastes like, what it tastes like, baby?
Sunshine.
There you go. For me, I'm doing what I do best. I call it the Buddha fashion. It's got a little cognac. I will mention a lot of, I would mention the cognac, but they got goddamn bless me. You know what I'm saying? With some cream soda, a smidge of some fashion mix, and tip it off, baby, with my own cinnamon stick.
Woo!
Sitting at the bottom, just festering up.
Just marinating up that thing. Yeah.
Somebody said they got some coconut rum.
Yeah, look at that. Coconut rum.
I can dig it. I can so dig it. What's going on, Sonny Calhoun?
See, coconut rum for me is a little too sweet, but you know.
That's right up my alley. That used to be the old drink for me.
Right.
Okay.
He like it.
What's going on, Sheila? Miss Rock, what's good?
All right.
And Billy Joe. It's always a pleasure.
So listen. Last week.
Okay. Hit me with it.
Body, yaddy, 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 yaddy,
yaddy. We're talking about body shaming, guys.
Right.
Talking about body shaming. We really, we focused in on a few things. What's the young man's name? Jordan something?
Yeah, I forget. Jordan, don't make me lie.
Yeah, well, the motivational speaker guy who messed around and, thought he trusted a young lady with his valuables. They got leaked. That's the only way you go get your junk out there like that. Somebody else wanted the world to see it. So
it's terrible.
So
terrible.
Hindsight on that, right? Mm-hmm. That's a real fucked up situation.
Yes.
And since he ain't bringing a lot of tools to the table, it kind of made him look bad in a way that no man should ever be put out there. Nobody should ever be saying, yo, this man ain't got it.
Right. Well, when you're talking about body shaming, especially in this day and age, we have gotten just, social media, first of all, has truly skyrocketed, where you have access to people, person, places, and things because of the information being so quickly at our disposal. I mean, I'm operating 3 devices right now, okay, in hopes to reach the masses, okay? I am working with 3 platforms right now, okay, to get this sipping and conversations out there, okay? So
are you preaching out here? You preaching out here?
And so now, if I'm becoming a household name, I'm saying we sipping the conversation because as we become a household name, and then we go out there and somebody go to hating on us, and they got some things that make us do something strange, then it's like they can put that out there, boom, and then it has a tendency to discredit you, especially when they're pulling out things that may be 10 years ago, 20 years ago, and so, but it's not good to be body shaming point blank period, because we know, well, first of all, let me just keep it real, because y'all already know
what
I am far from perfect. Okay. Who knew?
Hold on, baby. Does that mean that beauty is in the eye of the ball? Who's holding?
I'm just saying.
Who's holding? What I mean?
But I know I have fell short of the glory, and I have definitely, I didn't body shame them to their face to the point of putting them in a suicidal place. Well, but amongst
here's the thing.
My crew, we probably talked about that broad.
But here's the thing, right? How do you truly know you ain't put them in a suicidal place? You don't know what's the trigger, right?
Right.
So
why I said I didn't is because I didn't do it to their face. Like I didn't, look at your shoes, look how I didn't do it. I may have been talking, we talking about that man or woman with each other. Okay. So it's not something that was going to be put out there, on the external front.
Well, so
they don't know that we're talking.
So is that really considered body shaming if the person don't know you talking about?
Well, I mean, if we're talking about somebody, I guess it's still we're shaming them. I don't know.
I mean, I'm thinking body shaming is.
Let's see what they say. Let's see.
I think it's something where the fact that you are, they know you talking about them.
Let's find out what they say.
Okay.
Well, it says the action or practice of humiliating someone by making, mocking, or critical comments about their body shape or size. So expressing mockery or criticism about a person's body shape or size. It doesn't say exclusively to their face.
Well, if you humiliate them, that means they feeling the blunt of that, in my opinion.
The action or practice of humiliating, I guess, someone.
So you can't humiliate somebody if they don't know you're doing
it. But again, it also says expressing mockery, making a mockery or criticism about a person's body shape or size. So the singer has been dealing not only with heartache, but with nasty body shaming comments. So maybe, I guess it can, I
just think it's, I think that it's been brought to their attention one form of fashion, and they got to deal with that. They may not know who's doing it, or they may, but, I feel like these people out here that do these type of things, I'm not gonna say they have low self-esteem, but they're just trying to draw attention, take attention away from them and put it somewhere else. Maybe they got some shortcomings. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Or they just want to be the center of attention for whatever reason, and by putting somebody else down to glorify themselves.
And that's a lot to do with it too, Dave.
Right. But then that's
when they get in these cliques. You know what I mean? Like when you get in these cliques, you have the tendency to, it's basically, it's like another form of bullying.
Absolutely.
So, whether you may not necessarily, you just don't deal with them because they don't fit your mold.
I mean, just think about it. Like, I'm a other than skinny type of guy. I have a retired athlete's body, right? So when I also play flag football. So when I get out there on the field, they automatically think, oh, he's slow, right? Oh, he can't get to his spot. So they automatically think just because I'm on the heavier side that I can't move and I can't play this game the way I know how to play this game, right? Wrong. You know what I'm saying? I've been doing it for a while, and people still want me on the team. So I would think I'm okay. I mean, I know I lost a step because I'm older, but I still can move, and I ain't the sorriest person.
Well, you know your limits, and then you push them. But when it get down to that, now, if they were to be saying, "Oh, man,
fat boy,
you can't do that," and not doing it from a joking place, they doing it because it could, if you didn't have enough confidence in yourself, it could push you to it,
to the breaking point.
A breaking point. You know what I mean? And then nobody see you for a while, but they don't know.
Well, I mean,
you really in the house crying when you go home.
Oh, right. You mean like sitting in the dark, listening to Tony Rich Project? Right. Nobody knows it but me. What's going on, Dr. Love Jones? How you doing today?
I mean, but so that's kind of what we were getting into. Just there's more. Obviously, there's more stories. We can go in depth about this.
Right. Well, I'm gonna end it right here.
But
listen, body shaming is a form of bullying. It's disrespectful. It's wrong, and we shouldn't do it because what goes up comes down. That fine dime right there can grow up to be something else. Now, think about it now. That fine woman in high school that you knew, or that fine man in high school that you knew, like, damn. And then you go to that 25-year reunion, you look at him like, whoa. Remember now.
I mean, and that's why I was saying with the way information is so readily available, and now we using all these different social media platforms. Now the thing is the whole cyberbullying, and it's like, you know, and,
internet thugs.
Yeah, so it's like
absolutely, man.
But then when if you do your investigation, you find the person that's sitting behind that with them typing on them keys.
Okay.
They don't even look up to party, even open their mouth, but here we are.
Yeah.
It's like, really? Mm-hmm. So let's see here. Let's see something.
What the people say?
What the people
I can get it.
So the people say to their face and or on a public platform would be disparaging, but a private conversation between you and your mate, I wouldn't consider body shaming. That would be just your opinion. Oh. Well, I can see that. I mean, you know, I can see that too. You know, that's why I was kind of like on the fence about is it really?
You know, if you were talking about their body in a negative tone, then yeah, it's based on, it could be your opinion, but it's based on how they perceive it, right?
If they were to hear it, they don't even know you're talking about.
Well, then it ain't body shaming if they don't know, because the whole point, like I said before, it's the humiliation factor. So if you humiliate somebody, they have to know. You know what I'm saying? But to answer your question, Ms. Rock, she had released some photos of the gentleman and his members to the media, where everybody could see him in all his glory, and he just wasn't up to par, and he got to deal with that. But just know, there are women out there who like small packages.
Woo!
You know what
I'm saying? Look at him use good words. All right. So if you want to know what we talked about last week, you know, you can always on our primary, well, I won't say primary, on our Facebook platform, you can check out the video. You can go to YouTube, and of course you'll see season, you know, what the episode was and what the season is. Just go back, take a walk along the wild side, and
take that journey.
Yeah, you know, and these are some conversations that we've had, not just on these last couple of episodes, but from the beginning of Sipping and Conversations to date. No, but what you can do,
you see the growth.
You don't have to. You can see video, but you got to remember we are on all the audio platforms. We are on iTunes. We're on Spotify, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, Breaker. I mean, there's a plethora of platforms we're on. We're on all of them. Matter of fact, Amazon now has Amazon Music has podcasts, and we're on Amazon Music. You can just look up the podcast section, and Sipping and Conversations is on there. There's a new web link we've been added to. Our podcast is on a website, music platform called Verbal, VURBL. So it's there. I mean, like, the platform is out there.
We're shaking and moving.
And from an audio perspective. So hey, while you working out, while you know, ride to and from work.
Yeah. If you just want
on a long trip.
If you just want to dream about me and put us in your ears while you sleep, listen, I will always be with you, baby.
Hey, I'm here for it.
Okay, what do people say?
Before we move into it, too many people get keyboard happy and hide behind a screen. When they don't have the courage to say the things they are saying to your face. And that's terrible. But it's life now. It's the unfortunate world we live in.
Yeah.
You know, again, and people are catfishing, which is another form of bullying. They creating platforms and with your picture, getting all your clout, trying to get your clout.
But that's the issue I'm having in certain aspects, right? Yo, these angles out here winning. You know what I'm saying? Like, real talk. Like, here's the other side of the pillow of body shaming. You done faked me out. You done hit me with the Kansas City shuffle. You got me going right, but you going left. You know what I'm saying? Right. And then all of a sudden, you hit me with this picture that was 10, 15 years old. You done lived the life since then. You know what I'm saying? and it shows. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta be real with yourself.
Yep.
You know, even with what is it, Kevin Samuels, you know, but we're gonna move on. But Kevin Samuels, he's asking the women to rate themselves, you know, and so that's like a whole nother. I'm telling you, we gonna probably most likely bring this back on and chop it up a little bit more on, you know,
Mr. Samuels.
Mr. Samuels, because he's been really making a name for himself before he became viral on like the Facebook platform and so forth. He's been on YouTube for quite some time.
For sure.
Yeah. So, tonight,
what we talking about, baby?
We are on episode 10.
Okay.
Which means our seasons run 12 weeks. That means we got 2 more weeks to go.
Get ready for our vacation.
All right, and then we'll take some time off and come back. Okay.
Harder.
Same consistency. Meeting it, beating it,
D-N. Oh, that's what I like to say. You gotta find your own words out here.
So tonight, we talking about after the pain.
What the hell? What you mean? When you say after the pain, what the hell you talking about, man?
After the pain. Y'all know what Betty Wright said. Okay, so Betty Wright pretty much got her a man. Okay. Matter of fact, I'm gonna tell you exactly what she was saying, what she said.
After the pain. No, man, come on, man.
I'm just saying because it's important
to get the words
to understand. No, it's not just that I know the words, but you know, so people can understand it. So she basically was saying, well, I couldn't resist the urge to tell you the end of my story. For all those who want to know, was their life after the pain. So after the pain, y'all know what happened. She, you know, Barbara, this Shirley, you know.
So woman to woman type.
Woman to woman.
Okay.
So now y'all dealing with an entanglement. They've been entangled a long time.
I guess this man had the muscle. He had the muscle to keep them both in line.
Hey, but
they had to work this out. They had to talk about it.
They had to talk about it, but they was willing to talk about it. They wrote a song about it. Like
Betty and Shirley. You know who this is?
Right. You see what I'm saying?
Woman, have you ever been in love? Let me tell you how. Oh, come on now. That boy done touched that. Whoever that dude was, he touched their soul.
He was a good man.
How can he be a good man?
I mean, because they both wanted it.
And he juggled the hell out of him. Boy, he was definitely an entertainer.
I mean, you know,
because black men don't cheat.
They entertain.
We entertain.
Oh, okay. That's that BS.
Yeah, no, it's a hell of a performance.
So the lyrics, she said, after the pain, you come and love me, and I welcome you. You're a glad sight to see. And after the rain and all that I have been through, I still can't explain how I still love you like I do.
Hey, man.
But I do. Yes, I do.
We already been told you that, man. He had that soul pole.
Now, the thing is, you know, after you do your breakup.
Now we're getting somewhere.
Which is the pain, because you got to go through your emotional roller coaster. You know, the pain is having to do this breakup, especially after you've been with this man or woman for a significant period of time.
Okay. I'm here for this.
You've developed feelings and love and all of those things, and you know, you just can't seem to let it go like you want to, but you got to do what you got to do. Feel me? Okay. So now most women, men and women, I'll say men and women.
She using these trigger words, most and many. Carry on.
Men and women, what men and women do is, after a few weeks, maybe a couple months, it depends, She get her good Judy's, her friends, and she finally, they done, girl, we need to go out. You need to clean yourself up. And then she go out and she, she ain't really feeling it because she ain't been out on the scene. Then she get herself back, okay, it wasn't too bad, man. Like, hey, I ain't seen you in a long time. Da, da, da. Then next thing you know, you look over there and there go old Jody. Got to be more careful. You looking good now. But Jody wasn't expecting for you to be out. So now here come tomorrow. Jody want to show up, messing with your emotions and stuff. Now you done been free from him for about a good 2-3 months, and here he come. You're glad sight to see.
Mm-hmm.
And now I don't even understand why I still love you like I do.
Well, because, man.
But I do. Yes, I do.
It's a real simple fact. If y'all, it all depends on the nature of y'all entanglement or relationship. You know what I'm saying? If it's more on an emotional, spiritual level, then that's gonna linger way longer than the physical. You know what I mean? But then again, on the physical level, if he can touch you the way nobody else is touching, like what's the girl Sinead O'Connor? What's Sinead O'Connor say? Nothing compares to you. You know what I'm saying? And they always, sometimes a dude or woman, don't matter who, sets the standard so high that it's hard to be broken by anybody else, right? But here's the difference between setting that standard and being very narcissistic. Being very narcissistic and not allowing somebody else to move on.
Right. No, that's what I want to get into.
You know, it's funny, but not funny. How many people, by a show of likes, hearts, sad, whatever you want to say, just hit the line? How many people have been in a situation where they've been entrapped and not with the dude or woman no more, but they can't move on with their life because every step they make, the other person that they no longer with are fucking it up. Like, give me a show of hands how this is happening. What type of control do you have to, how narcissistic you got to be and control oriented you got to be to want to fuck up somebody's life that you're not even with no more because you don't want to see them motherfucking happy.
And it's terrible.
Now that's a motherfucker.
To the point of actually being like a stalker.
Like stalker. Like, I'm gonna sit outside your motherfucking house and watch another person ride up on you and be like, hold on. Knock on the door. What you got going on over there, baby?
Well, you might not do that at first because you know you really shouldn't be doing it.
Nope. It all depends.
I'm just saying, a lot of times they don't start by knocking on the door. They done sat out there to see when they hit you up and you said you weren't doing nothing. They really wanted to believe you, so now let me just.
No, you may not even.
Because this is a time when I would normally be at your house, so you should be doing something.
Or they don't even call. They just sitting out there like a stump on the log.
No, they
waiting
call.
on some shit.
And
then when they see dude or woman, whoever, come up in their house, then you get the good fucking call. Now they want to. All of a sudden, they just got this terrific magnet to know that you are in something that they don't want you to be in.
But it's selfishness.
Yeah. Like what?
How do you not want me, but you don't want me to have nobody else?
Well, because they in their way, they're not done with you yet.
But we made the decision to break up, so we are done.
Listen.
Clearly we done. Right?
So women have, most, some, many. I'm gonna use her. Most, some, many women out here. Just because you break up, that's still your dick. And the next dick come up, especially if she don't look better than you going to motherfucker. Oh. No, you didn't.
Well, it depends on how long and what the breakup was about.
Okay.
I mean, I might let you slide, especially if I'm just tired. Now, if I'm tired, do you, boo boo? Because now the turn up is after the breakup, many women go to get super fine.
That's my point. Well, okay, let's talk about that. Why do you feel like you want to get super fine? See, like we gonna go back a couple to see the episode 2, season 8, episode 2, right? When Buddy was like, baby, I just want you to look fine because I'm not attracted to you anymore. And then you done said, well, I need you to take care of these kids, right?
Well, see, circumstances is totally different than the breakup.
Well, hold on. So whatever reason, y'all
it's not whatever. You can never understand how a woman feels after carrying 2 babies.
Let me go ahead and tell my story before you cut in like you sure doing, right? So they decided no longer be together. Like after all that, they decided no longer be together. And now your ass is getting fine.
Well, cause I got to do this now. Cause I ain't got nobody to be here with me.
Isn't this counterproductive? All you had to do is do this, and I would still be in your life.
But you shouldn't have broke up with me because I gained weight anyway. You didn't love me.
I did.
That's bullshit.
Wait,
bullshit.
Listen, what people feel like, okay, so let me get this out of the way.
You love me superficially.
No, let me get this out of the way because this need to be said for everybody to hear this, all right? A man or woman can cheat on you. They can degrade you. They can do all these things to you. It doesn't mean they don't love you. They just may love themselves more.
Bullshit.
They might love themselves.
You stood up there in front of these people, whether it be at the courthouse or a room full of folk, and you told them to death do us part, sickness and him, all of those things. Okay, you committed to it.
Right.
Okay, now, I just happen to not been able to shed them 50 pounds from 2 babies.
Oh, hold on. Wait. So on to your point, what the fuck is a commitment nowadays? It ain't man. Motherfuckers leaving for less.
They don't need to leave me.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, listen, I don't like how you talking to me. I'm out the motherfucking door.
I mean, I'm here for it because I done left for less. So I ain't lying. You kept me.
See what I'm talking? You see what I'm talking about?
If you had the door open too many times, I'm gonna leave you because you don't know how to respect conservative.
Okay. Well, what's good, Tracy?
All right. So I'm just saying, like it's a way to do things. But
is it?
Yes.
Why is it?
We ain't getting into that because I'm triggered.
Oh, you triggered. Go ahead. Talk about your triggers so I can knock them down.
You can.
Go ahead, girl.
I'm here shaking, y'all.
Go ahead.
Got the shakes.
Well, baby, you
First of all, I know that I personally have picked up 25 pounds.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Guess what? You still fun size. And I
it's
still
just all
toss it up
it's all
like it's supposed to be tossed up. Yippee!
I'm so ashamed.
Don't be.
I mean, I'm all but in my defense, I've always been what they say, thicker than a snicker.
You is thicker than a snicker.
So it's just I know that for a period of time I did tone it all up. So now I'm back to pre-toned it all up. But that happens.
On the side note, like send me the thumbs up. Like when you hitting it from the back and that jiggle goes on when that freaky hit that jiggle goes on, you be like, oh, you get a laugh. Give me some thumbs up if you like that. I'm gonna move on. Let's go.
I don't even know.
What's going on? What's going on, Tracy? Hey, Tracy, I get the chance to hang out with you again on Friday. Show money sticks. Woohoo! I got you.
Gee, ooh, scared me. Wow. I don't even know how to recover from that. But
just think about
if
that.
I break up with you, you know, depending on. See, okay, all right, okay. First of all, there is pee in the dating pool.
Oh, she been wanting to say that for a while. So when you, okay.
What do I mean by that?
Yeah, tell me. What you said is pee in the dating pool, right?
It's pee out. It's pee in it. It's pee is this nasty.
So
pH,
what is pee in the dating pool?
Balance. The pH is unbalanced. Like it's pee that ain't had no water in at least a month. Woo, kind of pee. All they do is drink Coke 45.
Damn, Billy D. Now back in the day,
Billy D pee.
back in the day, now everybody want to look like Billy D. Williams.
You can look like it, but your piss don't need to smell like Coke 45. I'm just saying. And this in the dating pool.
Okay.
And what I mean by that is
pee in the dating pool.
Pee, like, okay, obviously dating pool. The pool, the options.
Okay.
Is peeing.
I got you.
Okay. So, meaning it's tainted.
All right. Okay? It means it's a little yellow. It ain't white no more.
It ain't clear. It ain't crystal clear. Okay. They need to drink more water. And mind it is.
Okay.
But with that being said, you break up with your man because you have this illusion that the grass is green on the other side. However, it can be.
Okay.
Okay. Especially if you are in a toxic relationship. It got to be something better.
Oh, hell no.
Okay.
Hey, listen, baby. Now, ain't nobody is going to treat me better than I treat you. Oh, just understand.
Oh, that's that bullshit.
You better understand that nobody in this world gonna treat you better.
Okay.
If you break up with me, just know, there ain't nobody gonna do you better.
You right.
So you can sit in that house all alone and wait until
nobody will do me like you because I won't allow it. That shit is no. That boy, it is finito for that energy.
So you say.
So it is, and so it is.
Amen.
Okay, I'm just saying, amen, not amen.
No.
Amen.
Listen.
All
I'm gonna say is, I'm known to be a Pied Piper. You know, I hit that little fiddle, and they come to follow. So you know, I might sing the right tune for you, baby. And you'll be right back in this same. So you know,
you can toot your little fiddle if you want to. However, for the people in the bike.
But no, on the serious talk.
Real deal.
On the serious talk, like for those who have done this, you know who you are. What are you getting? Standing or stalking or sitting outside somebody's house after they done broke up with you to see what the fuck they doing.
Cause you know, and the crazy thing, you know, you're the one that actually fucked up.
Or not.
You're the one that actually messed up to the point where many times.
Well, I mean,
the person that's doing the stalking is the person that actually messed up.
So who? I mean, not only sitting outside, what makes you feel that they should not be with nobody else but you?
Yeah, that's what I don't understand.
Where did they get this from, man? Where did this come? Where did this narcissistic way of thinking happen? Right? Sometimes relationships just, run its course.
And it's and that's okay.
You know,
it's okay that
not taking no for an answer. Like we ain't no. You can't. Whoa. Now, ladies, I need to ask this question to y'all. How many boyfriends, or did you ever have a boyfriend that threatened to kill you if you left?
That means you need to leave. But it's serious. That's a serious thing.
Now, I mean, have you had that, baby? Somebody threatened to kill you?
Mm-hmm.
What did you do?
First of all, thank goodness I was young and dumb. Mm-hmm. He loves me.
He loved me enough. He want to kill me.
But at the same time, I didn't take his threat lightly either. You know, but the good Lord knows how to take care of babies and fools. Okay, because that's what he did for you, girl. He took care of the food. Because we're no longer a baby, although I am the baby. I'm just saying. All right. So I'm thankful that I was able to get away from that toxic behavior, because had I probably stayed in those types of situations longer, it would have consumed me, and then I would have been transferring toxic behavior throughout my life.
So if you've been in that situation and you care to share, just drop it in the comments. I mean, because somebody needs to understand that it's not okay to threaten somebody.
No, right? It's never okay.
It's never okay to threaten somebody. It's never okay.
Especially when you need it.
It's never okay to hold somebody's whole life hostage because you ain't done. You know what I mean? Like, who the fuck does this type of shit, man?
It happens more often than few.
I mean, like, think about this shit. No, we broke up.
It's wrong.
You, come on, man.
It's definitely wrong.
I'd have had somebody tell me, like, I'd have had somebody say, Orlando ain't big enough for the two of us. And if I ever see you with another one, we gonna have problems. Well, are we together? No, but we gonna have problems.
This, I'm glad they got that out these sisters. To whom it may concern. To whom it may concern. To whom it may concern, let me just say, just in case one day you steal it from me. Oh! But y'all know in my spirit. Don't do it. Don't do it.
I mean, like, I'm even, you know, not for nothing, man. I had two women that were, that didn't like each other, but decided to become friends for a brief moment, were kind of good. Because one of them said, if I catch you with this woman, too close. If I catch you with this woman, I'm gonna fuck you up. That's what she said. And I said to myself, no, she ain't gonna ever get it. And she called me. And the woman had to call me. Why is this chick trick calling? Right? Guess what? She knew where she was. So she knew in that moment that woman would be in my face. That gave her the gold green light to try to come fuck me up because she already set the stage up for me to get fucked. So, luckily for me, I'm a man with a silver tongue and I can talk way out of a lot of shit. And with me talking and the threat of the police and them losing their kids, I made it out of my life.
You was full of shit.
Oh no.
Yes, you, old fair one, was out there being great.
You're right, I was being great. But I don't know.
You had to create a fight. You got to create a fight.
Listen, at the end of the day, violence is never necessary in a situation where you are not with either one of these two women. And they decide they want yeah.
Hold on, y'all. Let me find out what's going on, okay? And see what we got, what we hanging and banging with, okay? Can we be great together? Can we find out? Can we see what we got going on? All right. Can we find out about this sound right quick?
Somebody check my chat.
Give me one moment. And y'all tell me what's happening.
Can you hear me? Just give me a thumbs up and say, yeah, you can hear me now. But anyway, back to this story, man. So, what you got, man?
They want me to check my sound.
Okay. So
I need to find out about my sound.
Okay. Well, I know you're looking pretty fine though. I ain't body shape. But either way.
I don't know why. Let's see. Find out what's going on.
Can you hear me now? Say yeah, give me thumbs up, down, out. Thumbs up if you do. Sad face if you don't. How about? But anyway, keep talking. We're gonna run through it.
Yeah, we doing what we doing.
Right. So what do people say? We'll stop there. We'll talk about what the people say.
Hold on, let's see what the people say.
Mm-hmm.
I want to make sure what the people say when I say what I say. It's saying I'm sounding distorted, and I don't like it. Oh, dang.
We're hearing the story.
Yeah, I know y'all hear me, so we're gonna find out. I'm trying to find out.
Okay. Woo!
When you say distorted, do I sound like a computer?
Well.
All right. Sound muffled and low. Mm-hmm.
What's up?
Projected.
Okay.
All right. So let's see what the people say. So people say, people threaten someone who they are in a relationship with needs mental health.
Pure love, yeah.
Help.
Sound like we're in a fishbowl. What are you talking, baby? How big you mean? So okay, people say this. Oh, okay. People don't want to see you happy with someone else isn't happy. So someone else isn't happy with themselves. Dr. Love Jones said that. They are afraid of being vulnerable and alone. The best way to move on is to completely forget them and live your life. Now, how do you completely forget somebody you've been in love with for so long? Just a question. Just a question. People threaten someone who they are in a relationship with. These mental that straight jacket kind of stuff. Okay, no problem. But yeah, you think so, but you think about the kids who grew up, sounds completely off.
You in a straight jacket?
Who, me?
You in a straight jacket?
No, I ain't gonna straight jacket.
Would you be sitting outside somebody?
No, not at all. Because I'd be too busy fucking somebody else. And I love me too much.
Have you never done that before?
What? Sit out somebody else? No.
You never harassed anybody?
Harass them? Pretty sure I harassed somebody when they was on the fence with the no, yes, no. And I needed to complete answer. Yeah. What?
You didn't sit out there, no?
Hell no.
While you was asking them
No.
what they wanted, you was still messing with another woman.
Of course. Because I have a rocks. I had to get my rocks on.
That's what you were doing after your breakup.
Hey, listen. I always grew up thinking that the best way to get over somebody Just get out the door. You know what I'm saying? So just because I love you over here, don't mean I can't get this over there. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Okay.
So that's how you handle your business by getting up on another woman. That's how you move on after a breakup.
That's how I've been moving on. I mean, this ain't no breakup right now. Why you flexing for? Come up the fuck down. What you flexing for?
I was just asking a question.
No, I'm just saying.
People want to know how we handle it after a breakup. I have in my past.
Okay.
I have definitely I was a love them and leave them kind of person.
Yes.
I think that was my biggest issue.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have a desire to be committed.
Okay.
So because I spent so much of my beginning of my youth being a mother. And so most of the things that I did, I really didn't enjoy life. And so if it didn't surround itself around some way of being beneficial for my moment, if it didn't come into the mold or shape of what benefited me, so that I can be a benefit to my children, it didn't fit. It didn't mesh well with me. So my love them and leave them was impeccable. Like I didn't have no quarrels about going through the emotional roller coaster. Let's do this. If I'm gonna have to do this,
let's get it out of the way.
Let me get into it. And I wouldn't necessarily get up under somebody else, but I would definitely. I had a roster to entertain me long enough to.
Oh, you had a roster.
I mean, they were friends.
Oh, they always been there. Oh, see, my point is that.
But that was just I ain't all women. I'm not all women, so that's not how it always works. Some women seriously have to go through
the hurt,
a real devastation. But see, I controlled my emotions so much to the point where I only gave so much in anyway. So I really wasn't extremely overwhelmed emotionally.
So let me ask you this question, right? So you felt like you can answer this. You felt like you didn't always give your all. You left
I didn't give my emotions. I didn't give all of my emotions.
Okay, so you left a little something in your pocket for a rainy day.
I wasn't a very emotional person as far as displaying it outwardly to many, not just the man, but to many. I felt like I had to put on this face of being of strength because I had to do so much. And be responsible for me, and so I didn't have time to.
That's
slack.
That's interesting. For me, it's quite the opposite, right? The breakup would happen, and I'm on to the next one immediately.
Me too.
And I'm just like, I'm bouncing, I'm fucking. But see, it's like
I wasn't like that anyway.
Yeah, I was out there. I ain't gonna even say it. I was out there running the streets, and there was more to not necessarily. It was really masking the hurt because I never dealt with the hurt. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So in my wake, right, I left a lot of emotionally distraught women until I figured that I was ready to love again. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So that was my way of getting over it. I don't know how many other people have been in that situation, but I'm only living my truth and letting you know that's how I got over the pain.
I mean, for the men that's out there, what do you find that to be, a more male-driven type behavior that, when I say male-driven, more geared on men, instead of dealing with the emotions, you dealing with the emotion, accepting it, verbalizing it, you go on to the next one. But now what you're doing, in true essence, you transferring to the woman. You're going from one woman to the other, transferring when instead of, like you say, you're not dealing with.
So here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. I don't necessarily think it's a man-driven thing. I think it's more about upbringing, how you were raised, and how you dealt with disappointment growing up. Mm. Were you the type of person that hit it head on and understood what you did wrong, or were you the type of person who got in trouble? Are you the type of person that got in trouble, knew you was in trouble, but never really understood why you was in trouble in the first place because you never thought you was wrong? Mm. You know what I'm saying?
How do you correct a child who don't think they're wrong?
Well, you just gotta consistently meet your demands or your punishment. You can't shy away from that. You gotta
hold them accountable.
Hold them accountable. If they do something, if you say you're gonna do something, you do it regardless of how you love them, regardless of what they do. If they do it, that's it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I can see that. I can see that.
I mean, that was me. Growing up, I was never the guy. I mean, I was the kid who understood and weighed out my options as far as what the punishment may be. And if I said the punishment fit the crime, I'm gonna do the crime. You know what I'm saying? And love and sit there and take the ass whooping for the punishment and love it, because I got however many weeks or months to think about the joyous occasion that happened to get me. You know what I'm saying?
That one moment.
Oh, listen. They talk about it like, listen. My mama talk about it like yesterday. Anybody who comes to my house, my mama say the same story to everybody. I don't know if y'all remember back in the day when Ultimate Warrior and Hulk Hogan fought that good WrestleMania match, right? So in my mind, that was the match of the century. You can't do nothing with that. I got to see this thing as it's going on. I can't wait. Not even thinking that in about 3 or 4 months afterwards, it was going to be on VHS, right? I didn't think about that. I had to see this shit right away. My dad gave me an ultimatum. You walk out this house, son, to go see that wrestling, that's your ass. And then he left. That had me thinking like, damn, do I want to get this ass whooping, or do I want to watch Ultimate Warrior Hulk Hogan?
I really want to watch. I love wrestling. I can live off of that.
Listen, I really watch Ultimate Warrior and Hulk Hogan. My dad whooped my ass, but I understood it. So my mom, hold on. So this is what really took my mom back. So I'm at the door, getting ready to open the walk outside, and my mom was like, son, your dad said if you go to watch this wrestling, you're gonna get your ass whooped. And then I replied, young 12-year-old kid, I replied, well, let me see here. Ass whooping gonna last 20 minutes. I'll be in pain for 30. This is gonna last. This gonna last. Why that happened? Listen, I was gonna take this ass whooping. I was there. I was there. I'm gonna take this ass whooping. All right. So give you a story.
After the breakup, is it really worth not just letting go? To like, if you come to the conclusion that you're gonna break up, then
I guess
let it be. But real quick,
okay.
One thing I can say, and people forget this, Just because you do break up doesn't mean you did not have good times.
Usually you forget all the bad times years later.
You do have good times. They were good in those times and all of that. It's just you're no longer a good fit. So we need to part ways because we are not going in the same direction. We're not growing equally. We're not growing together. Or even if we're growing together, I may be really growing at a pace more rapid than you, or whatever. You know, there's a constant tug of war, even though we're going in the same direction. We're constantly having this tug of war. It's not flowing easily,
okay,
and naturally. It's like this tug of war. We're going this way, but I'm having to like cheerlead for you, and you're not just naturally wanting. You know, you're not. It's just this is not your time.
It sounds like baby's gonna break up, but I hear what you're saying, baby. But
you need to look at me.
Yeah, I need to look at you, make sure you is that drink okay, baby? Mm-hmm. Is it sweet for you?
You know I don't like sweet.
But does it taste good?
Bittersweet.
Is it bittersweet?
Yes.
Okay.
I still love you.
Okay, making sure. I'm making sure. I'm making sure.
Yeah, now, break up with you.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing. Like so
I'm not gonna break up with him on the show.
So they may have here and there, but it's like I can understand this though. I've seen this shit happen numerous times, right? You done put all this equity and hard work into building that person up, man or woman, right? Just for y'all to break up and somebody else reap the benefits.
Again, I say, it doesn't mean that you did not have good times, that you did not learn, that you did not flourish, and all those things, all because you break up.
But the point to what I'm saying is not making it right or wrong. But the point of what I'm saying is, if you are a type of person who appreciates and marvels and thrives, you know, in the hard work that you do in life, no matter if it's woman, work, whatever, and you feel slighted in the slightest after you felt that you gave your all, then yes, I understand your idea, your ideology on why you doing said things. Does it make it right? No.
No, it definitely doesn't.
It doesn't make it right, but I can say I understand it. Like, how the fuck this nigga was from rags to riches? This nigga was on this guy. I'm sorry. This dude was on the bottom, right? Right? He was on the bottom, and now he's shining like a diamond because you've been putting that pressure on him. You've been putting that pressure on that coal, and now he's shining like a diamond. And just to push you to the side, like old girl who what was that movie? Diary of a Mad Black Woman, right? Pressure on the diamond, you're doing all the work to make the business run, and then you get thrown to the side. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's bad.
Now
it don't feel good.
It don't feel
but
good.
You know, when you get out your feelings, mm-hmm. You have to, again, I say, just because you had a breakup mm-hmm. does not mean you did not have good times. That wasn't, you know, that you didn't, that it was all bad. Now, if it was all bad, it's just.
Well, who gives a fuck? Let's say in the heat of the moment, who really truly gives a fuck about the good or the bad times?
No, you
they don't want no. I'm not talking to the person who wants them gone. I'm talking about the person who is the one doing all the bullshit to keep you from being great. Mm. Who gives a fuck about the good or bad times? They don't want nobody else to experience any of those times because they ain't finished how they feel about the
and that's go back. That's selfish. That's a narcissist. That's all of that. That's that bullshit at the end of the day. Because how you gonna want to be having your cake and your ice
cream. So I'm asking.
Which fruit?
So I'm real simple. Let's say, for example, sweetheart. Just throwing an example out there. Let's say, for example, y'all break up, right? Mm-hmm. It's let's say y'all break up on Wednesday, and then on Friday, this motherfucker win the lottery for billions. Nah, come on.
If it's your boyfriend or your girlfriend, it ain't nothing you can do about it.
My point is that, like, now you're
sick. But what can you do? I mean, you want to hope that eventually, at some point, they do consider
all your hard work. You know what I'm saying? What's that movie? Acrimony, right? She believed in this man until she let her family talk her out of the relationship she was in. And as soon as she
that's a whole nother topic. So you break up and it's about your family.
Right. So as soon as she left the man, the bitch hit.
Just supported him, but he didn't break her off. She wanted the man.
She put in.
She wanted all the man and the money. He broke off, so he gave her a nice chunk of change.
Yeah, right. But
she wanted the man.
It was all about that hard work
she wanted the man.
Yeah, right. She wanted that hard work, and she like, the fuck, I'm gonna let now bitch.
You don't know now.
I'm gonna let now bitch get anything off.
Everything that you
get anything off the fruits of my life, bro. Come on now.
She had mental
Speak on it. She did. But there's a lot of
it was tricky. She was tricky.
Listen, but there's a lot of non-mental issue people who felt the same. Go ahead, girl. They sit right there. Rooting that trash on. Like, they were like, oh my, he was wrong. They were trying to make it seem like they were wrong. No, chick.
I mean, he was wrong in manipulating her throughout those years.
No, he wasn't manipulating her.
He was manipulating her.
No, he was not.
He drained her dry her inheritance.
He didn't do that.
He did. He was loving her. And so giving her these things because when it came to her, she was vulnerable. But anyway, we ain't gonna get into
You wanna leave? She did.
Anyway, listen. Ladies and gentlemen, Simples, okay, old and new. Thank y'all for tuning in. Okay, tonight we talked about after the pain, the pain of the breakup. How do you move on after a breakup? Right? How do you do it? And yes, the grass is not always green on the other side. However, if your shit already toxic, you might want to try something else. But keep in mind, this is good. It's the good part.
I'm here for it.
There is pee in the dating pool.
Okay. So while you're doing all that, I like to give a shout out.
Yes.
I am wearing a shirt 25/8. Create.
Okay.
Medium, right? So I'm supporting my brother, black owned business, and I'm wearing his shirt. And you got on somebody's stuff too.
J. Kim,
M. Moon. Okay. Really tight, right? Nice and chic. You got the chic to
it. Very casual.
So I want to give that shout out to them. Happy birthday for those who had birthdays this week and last week.
Month.
Well,
the whole month.
The whole month, but between last show and this show, happy birthday to you. You know what I'm saying? We had charity amongst one of them. Her birthday was yesterday. And then
sipping.
And we gonna sip
and keep conversation.
Yeah.
All right. So
what you got?
What you got? I don't know. What? Well, you'll be on TJ Chapman Show Friday.
We'll be on TJ Chapman Show. Shout out to TJ. Appreciate you.
Shout out to TJ Chapman Show. For those that don't know.
Shout out to the Love Jones, Dr. Love Jones.
Coach Radio.
And whatever and what he's doing. I mean, bless it. You know.
Absolutely.
At the end of the day.
Shout out to Clubhouse. Shout out to Facebook. Shout out to Instagram. Shout out to YouTube. All these platforms. You know what I'm saying? We care about
man, most important. Shout out to you, baby, for doing the things that you do behind the scenes, baby. You know, at the end of the day, if you are a true man, right, and you love your woman, you always gonna praise her for the things that she do. You always gonna make her feel relevant in your fucking life. That's true. That's real. And that's honest. So regardless of wherever this thing go in life, baby, you are the anchor that the solid, the rock of this whole thing. And I want to give you that love.
Thank you.
All right.
Oh my God, I wasn't ready. I was trying to give a proper shout out to the fans. I wasn't ready. Thank you, baby. I appreciate you. He prepared me food. Y'all, that's why I'm thick. Shoot.
Oh, she probably missing.
Hey, I ain't mad, but you know, that's my baby.
All right.
So, thank y'all. Yeah. Same time next week.
Oh, one more shout out.
Same energy.
Crow's Nest. Yeah. For giving us the good sweatsuits. You know what I'm saying? We wore them last week. We wore them all week long. $75. You're getting a nice sweatsuit, top and bottom with the logo on. You tell us what colors you want, how you want it to match out, and we make it happen.
Hey. Too much sauce. All right. Okay. Listen, next week, like I said, same time, same energy. We are working with trying to figure out these kinks. I don't know what's causing the computer love. But I'm gonna figure it out because hey, that's what I do, right? You know what I'm saying? Determined. Because I'm determined that we are going to be consistent and we're going to keep bringing you all these topics and all of that, okay? So listen, how do you move on after a breakup, after the pain?
Oh.
Next week, same time, same energy.
Oh, next week, I'm telling you, y'all better be ready. It's coming for you. All right?
I'm with it.
Ready, baby?
I'm ready when you ready. Still can't explain how I still love you like I do, but I do. Yes, I do.
Come on.